So, my guests tonight on the show are two funny, wonderful, and amazing people I've recently met on Twitch, focusing on more variety and chaos with a lot of giggles and shenanigans either in chat or in their games. They're some of the nicest people I've come across on the platform. All the way from the US, tonight's episode is another banter and fun filled one. Please welcome Kevin or Kebby and Liz, better known as WhoKnowzYo and Wyrdreams, to episode 7 of Twitch Tea Time.
Hello. Hello. Thanks for having us.
I don't like tea.
I'm WhoKnowzYo. This is Wyrdreams.
Yeah.
You don't like tea?
I don't like tea.
There you have it. There you have it. So in this space, we're going to talk about everything from gaming to Twitch to social media life, 2023 plans for 2024, as well as some mental health topics and more. Just grab a drink, sit back, relax, and enjoy. We're going to start with segment 1, which is called the Road to Twitch and Gaming. First things first, before I start, tell me, how are you guys doing today?
I'm doing fantastic, buddy. How are you doing?
I'm doing hella fine. I may have played Pal World up until 8 a.m.
Oh?
I played Power World for the first time yesterday with a buddy, the friendly goose here, and it was a good time. It was a good time. I wasn't sure what to expect, but no, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I can see why everybody's getting addicted to it. So
I mean, it surpassed 7 million sales.
isn't that crazy? That's phenomenal.
And it's still unreleased. It's still unfinished, sorry, and in beta as well.
I love to see indie developers thrive. I really do.
Yeah.
And it makes me kind of happy to see that like the AAA companies out there are, shivering in their little boots, because we've now had Baldur's Gate 3 that has made people concerned. We've had Pal Worlds that are making people concerned. Like it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal to see a bunch of indie developers thrive. That's all I'm gonna say.
But it's very crazy to see that. Also they've gotten something that prevents other companies such as Nintendo from suing them, because they have all the rights to have these characters and make them. But Nintendo did take down one mod that allowed all the characters to be reskinned into Pokemon characters, which is understandable.
I saw that mod on TikTok. I did, and I thought that's so cool. Oh, that's depressing that it's got taken down.
I'm not really surprised.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's fine. So, Kebby, tell us please about how you discovered Twitch, how you decided to become a streamer, and how did you take off?
Wow, that's a question. That's a question all on its own. Okay, so the year was 2023.
Ooh.
No, it wasn't.
So what was it? Was it 2022?
No, I mean, you've known about Twitch for a long time.
Well, I've known about Twitch for a long time, but I'm going back to the origin.
I think originally, in 2021, Kebby opened a game for 15 minutes on an account that he doesn't remember the password to.
No. So, what? She's here. The year was 2023. I was approached by a company known as Easter Seals to develop a method in which we could create a gaming space for people with disabilities. And I said, yes, my sister has Down syndrome, and if there's anything in this world that I could do to make her happy and give her a job that she loves doing, then I would love to do that. So I set forth on my little journey onto Twitch with the approach and the idea that I would come up with the concept and method of how you could not only create sort of an account on Twitch, but create an account and make it very successful while keeping in mind that I wanted to ultimately create a gaming center for people with disabilities. And ideally what would happen is we would create a facility where they could go, and then we could all hang out. We'd have everything they would need to game, and whatever their disability we would have the equipment to overcome that, so that they could fulfill their dream of being a gamer on Twitch and ultimately have a career in what I think is probably one of the greatest things that you can do is just a game and make money.
Yeah.
So Yeah, and so I created my account ultimately as a concept.
Yeah.
For success. Like I wanted to create. So I had a lot of determination to prove to this organization that I could do this. Ultimately, we did end up we didn't fall out. It wasn't that. It was we had different approaches to the method, and a different idea of what we wanted in the long run. So I went my separate way, and I continued to keep streaming. But I think I have done what I set out to do. I think that ultimately I have created sort of the foundation and understanding of Twitch well enough to know sort of how to bring that space to somebody that would like to be successful in the platform. I think.
Yeah.
So
that's a good thing, though.
It's hard for new streamers. It's hard. Recently, we've promoted somebody.
We've actually done 2.
We've technically done 2. We have done 2. But we've promoted 2 people from scratch to affiliate within the 7-day frame.
Wow.
The most recent one is averaging 20 as their current view count. So like it's phenomenal to be able to help what I think are great people to realize their dream of becoming, a Twitch streamer that could make money.
Yeah, that's a question I'm gonna ask as well later on. But like, you guys, how I met you is like you rated me, and then you told me like Aussie Shadow, like you met me there, and he spoke about me. He's gonna be my guest on the show as well. But this is what I love about this platform. Like you meet amazing, wonderful people. I know I've said it before, and you told me not to say sorry, but I'll say sorry. I'm not always there around because like a lot of things are happening, and as I said to Liz today, like his channel that was like off the Twitch radar for like since the end of December, but he decided to come back to streaming, and like, it was like all over the place, and like like yeah. So
yeah, and that's
yeah.
I don't mean to cut you off.
We can't be everywhere,
We
like,
can't be everywhere.
Like everyone's streaming, so like we can only spend so much time in so many places.
Yeah.
Well, and to be fair, you do typically to the audience at Heart here, we stream typically at the same time.
Kind of,
so. So it's either you start 1 hour earlier before me, which usually around that time I'm getting ready, or sometimes you start right when I've already started. So I mean that's the thing is like we have a time frame, you and I, that don't necessarily allow us the opportunity to go and hang out with each other, which I understand that. Because trust me, I'd be on your channel more often too. I don't know who doesn't go and follow Lucifer on Twitch and is listening to this podcast, but go and do it now. Go follow.
Well,
right?
you should show them. You should also show them the same love, because like really, like when they rated me, I had no idea who they were, but then like I got to know them, and like I really like my face hurts from how much I smile and laugh at their channel. It's like random, like. Kebby can go from like normal to like, oh my god, I'm being chased by a zombie, like this kind of like fun or something. Like it's unexpected. Like I don't know. Yeah. So one more question. Do you remember what was the first game you ever streamed?
Okay, it's a toss-up.
We have a different opinion on this. So I think that one game that you put because you made this point, right?
Okay, can we clarify one thing?
If I can play that one game where you carry boxes the entire time and people will stick around and watch that, then I think I'm good. But I don't think that was the first one you ever streamed.
I never said that.
You did say that.
Okay, so the game that she's talking about is Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Probably one of my favorite games, by the way. I freaking love that game. However, I know for a fact that that was not the very first game that I ever streamed. So this is kind of a tricky one, because we could go with the very first one that I streamed not on my platform, which was actually Dave the Diver.
Oh wow.
That was with the Easter Seals stream.
Yeah.
Now, with that, there's a toss-up in my mind, and the reason why this is so confusing for me personally is because as a gamer with ADHD and also a very small, little, tiny, like goldfish brain, right? I don't remember anything.
Wait, hold on. What are we talking about? Who are you guys?
I don't remember why we're here anymore. I'm confused. Where am I? Help. No. So I've played within my first year on the platform. I played over 200 and something games. Over 200 games.
Wow.
So if I go back to the beginning, it was either The Long Drive
Cooking Simulator.
or Cooking Simulator.
I think it was Cooking Simulator. I swear that's what it was. Because
So do you think the
Sandier
floor
was
steak?
there and he was there. Sorry, guys. Yeah, no, I think that's what it was.
You think
I think it was Cooking Sim because then everyone wanted you to play Pottery Sim because they thought that was your jam. Was
Yeah.
playing little simulators with like small things and yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
I think
fair.
it's Cooking
So
That's
so
fair.
we can say that he was cooking up a stream.
Yeah, exactly.
Sim.
Yes, I was
With
cooking up a
giant
stream.
knife, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. But I don't know if that was my first. I don't see. I'm
I
still.
think it was.
I'm still confused by what my very first stream was. It was either Cooking Simulator or The Long Drive.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think I do remember mine. It was back in 2022 when I had my PS4. It was like Kingdom Hearts 3.
ooh, I never played Kingdom Hearts.
You should. You should. You
I
should.
know that's weird.
I tried to play it. Okay. I wasn't a streamer, you know. I was talking to some people and they're like, "Yeah, I played that game." And they're like, "But you can't really get a hold of it anymore." So I tried to find bootleggy copies and you
Yeah.
can't. There's
What's wrong with you?
I know.
What's wrong with you?
I know.
It's fine. Also, like, I don't know if you have it on console or like, I think it's on Epic or Steam, but in a bundle. Like all of the games, all the games before the third one are in a bundle. Like 1.8 remix, 2.8 something, and then 3. Because the fourth one is like in development.
Yeah, I don't even think they were like available anywhere at the time when I was looking for them. Like, I think that you had to have had them on their discs. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So how did you decide on what content would you be streaming? Like before you ever like thought of this as like a thing?
Good. Tell them the truth, Kebby. Tell them that
want
you
the
didn't think
truth.
about it at all. Kebby.
Oh no! Let me tell it from
go
my
ahead.
from
Go
my
ahead. You didn't
Since
think
Liz
about
keeps trying to take over here. This is my interview. No, I'm just kidding. So how did I decide what content I was gonna put out there? I will say this, as Liz stated just a second ago, I didn't think about it. I came to the conclusion that what I wanted to do is I wanted to play games that I appreciate, and I never wanted it to get boring for me. So I have 2 rules for my channel. One, we never play the same game 2 days in a row. We can go back to the game after 2 days. So if I played Hollow Knight on Monday, I can play it on Wednesday. That's the rule, but I have to play something different on Tuesday. That way, the people that come, because fun fact, I played Hollow Knight on, I want to say it was Monday, and I got a follower from it, and I immediately told the follower that we never play the same game twice in a row, and he unfollowed immediately, which was perfect, because that's not the type of person that I'm looking to come back to the channel, because those people have a tendency to want a very particular style of game. And in reality, I love a lot of different games. I mostly love simulators. So,
Yeah.
like
same.
Farming Simulator.
Yeah.
God, I could. How many hours have you sunk in some weird, like absolutely ridiculous game like Farming Sim?
Oh yeah. But like I think, have you ever played Goat Simulator?
Yeah,
I did
the
the
game
third
is
one.
so goofy.
I did the third
The
one.
third
for my
one looks like
birthday.
so much
Yeah.
fun.
I mean, I did the third one on my birthday, and it was like, get out of my fucking way, I'm not, like, I'm driving on the wrong side. I'm like, get out of my fucking way. I'm driving. I'm just a goat. Bah.
I really want to play it. I haven't played the third. I've stayed away from it because it's so expensive. But I really want to play the third one. It looks like a lot of fun.
I got it on console, so it was a lot of fun. But also, there's a little bit of grinding in every game, I heard. So.
Oh yeah. I mean, I like a good grinding game. It just has to. I think like my number one, Ready or Not just released fully.
Oh.
And one of my complaints for Ready or Not was that it wasn't Payday. Not 3. I'm talking about 2, the good one.
Oh, yeah.
3, I think might be good now.
Haven't
Because
played
that
it
might have been
yet.
that might have been a controversial topic right there. Hot take, I'm sure. But 2, the reason why I'm specifically bringing out 2 is because it had a phenomenal upgrade system, and I had a lot of fun playing with like Liz and my other friends. And Ready or Not doesn't have any kind of upgrade system. You just kind of go and you do the job, and there's really no reward system other than skins, which I'm sure we'll end up talking about sometime in this podcast. but yeah, skins and we don't get along. So I need something more. I need something to keep me going. Or it has to be so engaging and stupid that I have to, like, it's impossible for me not to keep wanting to play.
I think I don't know if I think you would know the game by now, but My Friend Pedro. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
I Am Bread. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
I've heard of I Am Bread.
Yeah.
You should play that. It's like goofy fun.
Oh my gosh, everyone says that.
But they're both like rage games, aren't they?
No, it's just like you're a loaf of like toast or bread, and you just like roll on in a room, and like, I don't know. It's just fun. Yeah.
I'm looking at the screenshots right now. It does.
It is kind of supposed to be like a physics rage game. I don't know.
I've heard it's a rage game, but like maybe
maybe it's evolved over
maybe
time.
it's evolved. Maybe
Like Fortnite.
maybe maybe the original reviews that I like read, or maybe it's evolved. Maybe it's evolved. Because I think it was supposed to be a rage game.
Yeah. So the gaming world can be both fun and tiring. I know it's a place where you can encounter like lots of people. Some can be a pain, some can be amazing. You've surely encountered a lot of these people. Can you like recall a story that you like wish to forget that happened in chat?
Oh god.
Liz is taking a deep breath.
She's like,
what's
nope.
up?
No, we recently had a falling out with somebody that we've known for a really long time. And I think like ultimately it came down to we've known each other for a long time, but Kevin and I have ADHD. And we think of our relationships as like static. Like if it's been 3 years or 5 minutes since we last talked to you, we're in the same place that we were 3 to 5 minutes ago. We don't have to talk to you. And so a lot of people feel like we don't talk to them enough. Like I wake up, I go to stream, I eat, I hang out on some streams, I go to bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think there needs to be some clarification.
Yeah.
Because this is a little bit. She's keeping it light.
I am trying
let's
to
bring it to the heavy space. Let's go into.
Yeah.
We're not here for this petty little shit. We're here for the drama. Damn it. We're here for the chaos and the drama, Liz. Now she's giving me a dirty look. Like, are we really? Are we? Yes, we are, Liz. Anywho, one of the people that I have toted on my channel as sort of being one of the catalysts for me getting started to stream.
Wow.
1 year ago. Because we've only been streaming for a year and some weeks now. We had a falling out because at the end of the day, we have no real proof of this. However, I have a strong suspicion based solely off of a lot of the things that he has said The jealousy was a factor. This particular individual is going through a lot in his life, right?
Yeah.
Externally to Twitch, but Twitch is one of his main incomes. He's not doing quite as well on the platform as Liz and I, but I know that he's going through a lot. And I want it to be perfectly clear that I don't actually wish him anything but the best. I hope that he actually pulls through everything that he's going through, because what he's going through is less than 1% of 1% of the population of probably Earth itself would ever go through something like this.
Yeah.
So it's that minuscule and hard to comprehend. But he got hit really hard by it, and he's currently kind of in this headspace where the world's out to get him. So he recently removed us as moderators on his channel. Liz was Liz's first mod sword was given to Liz. Like, that was her first sword.
Yeah.
So it meant something to her, and he didn't even bat an eye at removing it from her. And so moving forward, not to bring up another controversial topic, but on his channel he was talking about prescription medications, and he basically said that they all kill people. I'm not trying to get political or anything like that here, but take your medications. like talk to your doctor if you want to change up your medications. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you don't like your doctor, or you think your doctor doesn't have your best interest, go find a different doctor.
Yeah.
And that's basically what I said to him. He said that I was being combative, and he said that I was bullying him on Twitch. He's currently running an active campaign against Liz and I, saying that we are bullies, and we have lost a lot of followers because of it. Sadly, some of these followers I've grown to know and like on the channel, and I've grown to know and like this person too. So it is sad that he thinks that we wouldn't have his best interests out for him. And in reality, I don't hold it against him. Like I said, he's very paranoid. He's very scared right now. He has sort of like this actual reason to be, but I was never gonna be his enemy, and I never will be.
Yeah.
So, but the Twitch space itself, there is a level in which there are I truly do believe, well, there's probably three. There's the people that want people to succeed and want to sort of see those people grow and have enjoyed watching their journey. I've really liked watching the people that we've helped to get to affiliate go from nothing to being wildly successful on the channel. And then, or on the platform. And then there's those people that see others as a threat and an enemy, and instead of sort of like embracing the idea that if we all come together, we could all actually be like better together, they want to tear others down. And it's kind of unfortunate, because the person that sort of taught us to be this outgoing group of individuals, like always raid out, always find new friends, always embrace new people, do shout outs frequently for people. He stopped doing all of that, and he started becoming a little bit of a recluse, and he doesn't actually even realize that he's doing any of the things. He's stopped doing all the things he taught us to do, and has instead decided to go the opposite direction. And so, I don't remember what the original question was.
It was the like experiencing, like something that you didn't. I mean, there's that, and sometimes we've just had people who aren't streamers. They're just regular chatters that I'm like, I need you to bring your level of communication down to one that is that makes sense across text. You can't read context.
Yeah. I have a wide variety. I have a huge community of people with disabilities just as a whole.
Even
And
invisible,
so
which is like invisible
yeah,
disabilities are like ADHD, maybe like everything that's like mental health.
autism. There's a lot of people that come in and want me to consistently build rockets in Kerbal Space Program,
Hmm.
and then tell me everything that's happening currently in
Yeah.
the world of Elon Musk and SpaceX. And like he'll
And they
come in,
come in, they
Oh
say, "What's
wow.
your favorite
he'll
animal?"
come in and ask us what our favorite animal is, and then
Yeah.
he'll give us fun animal facts about said animal. So like, you know, there's an over. I will say this, as a streamer, I have grown to sort of accept everybody for their differences, and
Yeah.
well, not. I've always accepted people for their differences. That's kind of a lie.
Yeah.
I have always accepted that some people don't view it as the same thing. So I have to like tell chat sometimes, like, listen, this is fine. Like, you guys need to calm down. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Because typically, like, they want to come in, they want to say what they want to say, and then they sort of like realize that I'm not gonna build a rocket ship today. So then they leave and they come back.
Yeah.
And you know, that's part of the Twitch that I think a lot of people handle incorrectly. Because you know, I want to know. I have one person, and I don't even really. His name. We'll go with Frankie for now, just for the sake. I don't know what anybody's
Frankie
age is on my channel.
Fernandez.
Yeah, Frankie Fernandez. He everybody on my channel is 24 for safety reasons.
Yeah.
So I don't know what age he is, so I don't want to say his name. But he relabeled his name. His old name was like SRB 14.
Okay, well,
24. The reason why I'm saying this is because it's no longer applicable, and it was like 4 stages of this rocket ago. Like, he's changed
Wow.
his name to keep
Yeah.
up with the times. Like he loves space, and I love I've met people like him, and I like him. I've also had people come in chat. There was one time, I for some reason this one sticks in my head. I'm not really sure why. It was probably like my 3rd week streaming, and somebody came in and said, "Hey, fuck you," and I was like, "Oh,
Thank you.
okay. Nice to meet you." And like I didn't really say anything. I just like took it to like this real awkward place, and I was like, "Okay, well, I'll probably see you later. Bye." And I like derailed the stream for a second, and then I was like, "Well, that was fun."
He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, like you get like these weird like people trying to hate on you or bring you down. Maybe he was looking for a fight and wasn't expecting
Or
me to just go.
Maybe just
We also
trolling
had
as well. So
Yeah, we also had somebody not too long ago say the most annoying streamer ever, and then like chat decided to go back on him and was like, imagine just having no life and coming in and saying that somebody's annoying. And I'm like, no, listen, he has his opinion. That's okay. It's okay if he
Yeah.
thinks we're the most annoying streamer ever. I don't know if he streams, but
yeah,
I wish him the
mean,
best.
not everybody likes pickles, for example. Not everybody likes, let's say, Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's all in how you handle it.
I mean, communities find each other, right? If you're
Yeah.
like-minded, then you tend to hang out, and if you're not, then you move on. And
Yep.
I don't have a problem with people coming in
Yeah.
and saying stuff. I do think it's funny in a way. I'm like, well, I'm glad that you wasted your time here. You could have just like kept moving, but you know, it happens.
Yeah, I've had this falling as well with like some streamers. One of them in 2021, I was like, when I first started like being active on Twitch, one of the first communities that I came across, he's a partner, and he mostly did GTA RP. So at some point I was there. So since I was like consistently helping, like putting stuff that he needs to remember in chat, he gave me like VIP. I didn't ask for it. I was like, ooh, okay. Then in like February of 2022, actually January, he kind of like poked fun at my mental health in a way. Yeah, so what happened is like, I know that there might have been like some stuff that I didn't like tell him. At that point, I was going to work. It was a Sunday, so I told him like, I'm on mobile, I can't hear you, but like I have earphones on. Turns out it wasn't that. The stream was like very like higher than his voice, and he was like kind of like mumbling or something. So I told him that, and he timed me out. like repeatedly. Then after the stream, he tells me that you clapped back at my mod when she said like, "Don't do this." All I said was like, "Yeah, I know, I agree with that." And then he was like, "You did this and you did that." I told him like, "I know, ADHD and like can cause me to be impulsive sometimes." He's like, "Oh yeah, no, no, go get help."
God.
Hmm.
I mean, go get help. There's no helping ADHD. It's a lifetime
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah,
But, you know, I get it. That's kind of one of the things though, right? Like I think that people that's what I mean. So you're quick judgment, quick place, you know. I don't know the guy. I don't, you know, maybe his side of the story is different. So
yeah,
devil's advocate here. I will just simply say this. Everybody's in a different place in their life. Everybody has different things going on. And
yeah,
recognizing, one, you're not the center of the world, and maybe possibly somebody else is thinking or having
yeah,
or doing or going through something completely different right now is probably one of the most important things to remember as a streamer. Like, I get people to come and they apologize to me for missing my stream, and I go, no, you don't. I have always said from day one, come in and say hi to me every once in a while. That's all I ask for. You don't even have to stick around. If you don't want to watch the game of the day, then you can leave. And that's why we play different games every day, is so that if you don't like the game that I'm playing today, you can come back tomorrow and possibly
yeah,
see something else that you want. But I will say, as far as streamers go, I don't think that was a fair move if I were to just take your side of it, and I don't think that's
yeah,
okay. That's not an okay statement. Go get help is sort of one of those like extremely judgmental. It's kind of like
That's unhelpful.
it's
yeah,
not helpful.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
not. It's very unhelpful. It doesn't. All it does is seek out to hurt, and it doesn't necessarily.
yeah.
Um, it doesn't bring anything to the table. So I'm sorry that happened, man.
Nah, it's fine.
That
It's
does
fine.
suck.
So, uh, what games have you already finished? I know you've been like through a lot, but like, can you name at least like 5 recent ones?
I haven't
Sorry,
completed.
but
I
I
haven't
don't think
completed
you
5
finished
games on
any
my channel.
game.
Period.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
I finished any
I
game.
think the last one I finished. God, what was that one?
Did you actually finish a game?
I finished. I have finished several shorter games. I think the most recent one was a horror game, but I'm trying to think of. It was super normal.
Oh,
super.
you finished at Dead of Night.
I finished at Dead of Night. I finished. I play a lot to clarify, right? I play a lot of open-ended games. Like, there's where do you claim that the ending is for? I don't know. The Long Drive. I guess I could say that it's at the mom's house, but the mom's house
Yeah.
doesn't exist in that game.
Kevin, no spoilers, bro.
Sorry, I watched people play it, and there's no ending to the game.
Listen,
But like
everybody's
Sunken
seen
Land,
the game so far, okay?
yeah, exactly. See, it's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay, okay. Yeah.
yeah,
We can move
yeah,
on. If you
that's.
want.
Oh, it's okay. It's basically I just play a lot of open-ended
Yeah.
games. There's really no ending to a lot of them, so.
And if
Yeah.
there is, he didn't finish it.
And if there is, chances are I haven't wanted to finish it.
Yeah. So, what are 2 of your favorite games ever?
Hold on a second. Let me think about that one. Because somebody just asked me what my top 10 games was like
Yeah.
2 days ago. And then I came up with my list. Okay. All right. So one of the games I probably have the most amount of hours in is Monster Hunter 2.
Wow. Yeah.
Period. Like from just Monster Hunter 2 on like the PSP to the like the remake of it on the Switch. I've loved that particular game so much. I don't really like the most recent little variations of Monster Hunter that much. World was
Yeah.
okay, and then it was like Rise came out, and I'm like, pony to ride on, yay. I know that's gonna upset some people,
I
but
mean, Pony is not a unicorn, so I understand that.
it's a little donkey, or not a little donkey. It's a little doggy, and it's like, yay! Like I don't know. It just feels. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a weird. It feels weird.
It feels
But
like they got too big, so they had to give you a dog.
yeah. So that's Monster Hunter is definitely one of those. Like there's a special place in my heart for Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Another one from my childhood is Mega Man 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'm old.
I feel you on
But
that.
Mine's actually really, really a lot of people don't know about it. It's only available on the PS Vita, which a lot of people don't even know that console ever existed.
I know it.
So that's great.
So,
I love the Vita.
yeah.
And it was called Freedom Wars.
Yeah.
And
feel
I love that game.
I feel like the Vita was more of like a facial mask product more than a Vita. It's like, try out our new Vita. It's good for your face.
I love the Vita. That thing never got hot either. Like I could sit there and game on it all day, and
It was
would
lightweight. The screen was pretty.
And small.
Yeah, if I pick up the Switch, I have to use the Switch. If I use like the regular Switch, my hands will fall asleep using the whole thing, like in my hands.
Yeah.
But they won't do it with the light. So,
Yeah.
and there's problems with that. But yeah, Freedom Wars was my favorite. And I loved Freedom Wars because it was like you came out and you were like a criminal and you had to work off your years of
Freedom Wars was a really good game. I'd like them to bring it to PC. She
I
could talk
love
days.
it.
She could talk years about it.
Oh,
She found her love for chainsaws in that game.
I
She won't
did.
let it go.
Oh, yeah, because in that game,
Oh my God, here we
you
go.
could have any weapon you wanted, and you could use rare parts and mix it, and basically make your whatever weapon you wanted a god.
Go
And I was like,
on.
God, it's chainsaw dough,
Yes.
right?
Wow.
Kevin, stop.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Go on.
So
I'm sorry. I just pick on her.
It's
She's
fine,
my
it's
lover.
So mine would be Don't Starve Together and Pokemon.
Ooh.
I just love the franchise.
There is a special place in my heart for Pokemon as well. Very specifically Pokemon, the original.
Yeah.
Like red. Fire Red, when it came out, I was excited because I was like, oh sweet, a remake, and it has some of the newer monsters in it.
I had some like very like dramatic reactions to Pokemon though. Like the first time I played it, I was really young, and I just remember crying like for like a really long time because I couldn't find the way out of the cave that I had walked into. Because
Yeah.
directions don't make sense to me, so I'm just sitting there crying. My brother's like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "I've been in here for hours, and I'm gonna die in here." And he's like, "Give me your console."
I remember the first time I ever played it. I ever played Pokemon Red specifically.
Yeah.
I was actually, it was my cousin. He handed me he was stuck in the cavern that you're supposed to use light. That's what Liz is talking
Oh
about.
yeah.
Or flash. So I'm in that cave, or he's in that cave, and I go, "Oh, I could get you out of that cave. Don't worry about it. Here, let me have it." Not knowing a clue what I was doing in the game, I managed to walk around long enough to stumble my way out, and he was like, "Whoa, how did you know how to do that?" And I was like, I've played it before. I never played it. That was my lie.
Yeah. I mean,
Never played the game.
I mean, fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, what games you would never see yourself playing?
I will never play Moria again.
Oh,
Oh, you've already played it though.
I technically have played it before. I will never go back through that game. I played it off stream. I bought it at its full price of whatever ridiculous price they're charging. Now, let me declare. Everybody calm down. Calm
okay.
down out
Everybody
there. Listen.
calm down.
It's the order in the court.
Hey,
Listen.
get off of her. Get off of her.
It's about to be a hot topic. I know. I get it. Go ahead. Go in the comments. Start yelling at people. But listen. Just listen.
Yeah.
It's not a good game. It's not a great. It's a game. but it's not that good, and I need you guys to just let that fact go. Like it's not a great game.
Okay.
It's I wanted it. So when I first bought it, I think it was like I can't confirm this, so it might have been from 30 to 40 American dollars.
It was 40.
It was
Oh, wow.
40. Okay, Liz is saying 40. So it was kind of a pricier game, not at that AAA title pricing, but it was, $40 of my hard-earned. I don't do anything but Twitch, and it doesn't pay me $40 to buy a game necessarily. But I bought this game, and off stream I played this game with the promise from my buddy Electric City that this game was going to be hard. It was going to be Valheim-esque in its building mechanics, and that it was going to be a challenging, fun, and engaging experience. Has dwarves in an underground tunnel cave system thingy. And my experience was this. I played it for 10, longer than that. I played it for probably close to 14 hours. 14 hours of me sitting there going, I don't know when the fun's gonna start, but I'm waiting for it.
Yeah.
I know it's coming. I'm picking up money, which that means that there's a store somewhere for me to buy things from. I know there's fun coming someday. So 14 grueling hours of me just waiting for the fun to happen, and it never came, my friend. So I will never go back to Moria.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I'm sorry if you like the game. It's genuinely like
I think if there wasn't a promise that it was gonna be like Valheim,
it would have probably been a good game.
I was like, it's kind of like a kid game, right? It's like my kid's first. That's really sad. I shouldn't say that. That makes people not want to buy it. Go buy Moria. It's not that great of a game.
I don't care if you don't go buy it. It's baby's first Valheim.
Yeah. Okay.
It just wasn't it. Yeah.
So mine would be like Call of Duty or like Battlefield, like those games.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say that for me as well. I don't like PvP games, and I don't like the shoot 'em up gunny. Like I'm in the military and I'm hard.
I'm in the
Hi, Kebby.
military. Give me my gun, woman.
Give me my gun.
Yeah.
I know people can play that, but like it brings like such a really, well, I don't think a lot of people like to interact on Twitch when people are playing those games, but
Yeah.
if they are, it's really aggressive.
It's not
You know what I
only
mean?
that. It's not only that. It's also like there's a lot of toxicity in like the community of the game. So,
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
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 That was kind of another thing. The guy that we had a falling out with. No.
we're not talking about there. It's
Hold
okay,
on.
Kevin. It's okay.
Liz.
It's okay.
Liz. No. He started playing those games. Genuinely speaking, he started becoming less and less happy the more he played them. This is a fact. So I stay away from that as well. I stay away from the idea. Yeah, I'm gonna keep pushing you out the arm of this chair. Stop it. It's my chair. Get away. Anyway, but no, that's why I don't.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Anyways, we can move on to segment 2 now, which is called kind of like a lightning round / pop quiz about you guys.
Okay.
So, do you mind telling me and the listeners what are your daily routine? Like something you always do that has become like a regular thing to you?
Liz sort of
Wake
like.
up.
Okay.
Yeah, wake up.
A day in the life of WhoKnowzYo.
I make a cheese.
I start by opening my eyes to an already pre-made glass or cup of G Fuel, because Liz has made me one. And then I stumble my way down the stairs into the garage where I stream from. I open the door and turn on the light that is so blinding it's like staring into the sun itself. I then walk across the garage. I turn on my black light, followed by my camera, followed by my computer, and then I turn on my keyboard and mouse. I type in my PIN to get into my computer, and then I stumble my ass right back out of this garage. I sit on the couch for a few minutes while I tell Liz to make me some pizza rolls because she makes them perfectly and I burn them every fucking time. And then I sit on the couch eating my pizza rolls and drinking my G Fuel in shame until I finally get the nerve to come into my garage once again where I stream, and I open up OBS and go start stream.
Okay. So, what's your favorite meal or comfort food of all times?
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm letting Liz take this one.
Okay. I'm gonna say this, and I know that Kebby's gonna get
Both of
upset
you.
when
Both
I
of
say
you.
this, right?
Both of
Okay.
Mine is
Yeah.
chicken tikka masala.
you. Wow.
Fuck her. So, mine's gonna be probably. Oh, that's such a hard question.
Mine is like pineapple pizza. So.
Ooh. Don't
got
panic.
this. You
Don't
got
panic.
this.
This is the moment you've been
Breathe,
waiting for.
Breathe.
Biscuits and gravy.
Nice.
I love me some biscuits and gravy. Some good biscuits and gravy is hard to come by, and I like it. It's comforting to me. Yes.
Nice.
Kebby will never, ever, ever sign up for me to get chicken tikka masala.
This is supposed to be a
Because he
lightning
doesn't
round.
like
Shh.
it. Okay, sorry, go. Lightning round.
Nice. So, what's one thing you tell yourself often?
You suck.
Wow.
Go ahead. Next. What was you got it?
You have to get up now.
Wow. If you ever were to be a creature, alive or fictional, or like even like
Dragon, easily. I would like to be a dragon. Is that the question?
nice, yeah. And what about this? What about this? Yeah.
Dragon as well. I would want to be a dragon.
I want to fly and I want to breathe fire.
But I want to be a fluffy dragon.
Oh, fluffy dragon! I want to be. I take it back. I want to be a fluffy dragon, please. I want to be a snuggly, cuddly, fluffy dragon.
And what about Liz?
Yeah. Oh, also, yeah. No, I said fluffy dragon.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and then he stole it from me. He said,
Okay.
"Oh wait, never mind."
Okay. Okay. So, what's your biggest pet peeve?
Oh.
Can I demonstrate? I learned one recently that I didn't know about.
Is it this? Oh my god.
This is a controller that I have in my hand right now, and
Oh.
there's people that hold their controllers really close to their, which has turned into a thing that I do on my channel where I'm like, I am gaming.
It sounds like a keyboard. Seems like a keyboard sound. I don't know why.
Oh,
But I love the sound of a
hold
good
on,
keyboard.
hold on.
God,
Actually,
I love the
never
sound
mind.
of a
I
good
think I can do
keyboard.
it better because here's the thing. I started saying it too. It's
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
That's
It's-
so
and-
but the thing is like it's when whoever's playing the game stops talking completely, right?
They're
They're
just
not
doing
talking.
that.
So all you hear is the controller.
Yeah.
and they have their mouth open just slightly. And I looked at Kevin because it's actually one of my. I found out that it's mine too. I was like, I can't watch this person anymore, Kevin. And he's like, why? And I was like, because it feels like they're jacking off. And he was like, whoa. And I was like, it sounds like it, you know, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you gotta
Okay.
get it.
I don't. Yeah. Okay.
So one of the channels I know and follow has it as a redeem, like just keyboard ASMR, like where they just shut up for 5 minutes and just like do nothing but like keyboard.
But a good keyboard click is like magic. That is like chef's kiss to the ear.
Yeah.
This is just somebody violently undulating a joystick back and forth
Well,
until they reach climax.
it's called a joystick for a reason.
Oh.
Ah.
Lucifer. I
Uh,
see what you did.
But
there.
yeah, it's not really a pet peeve. I don't know. I don't really have a pet. I don't.
Yeah.
I have one that like actually like I think about
Well,
it
this is
happens
supposed to be
me.
lightning
I know. It's the one
It's
the
fine.
one where you say something, right? Or like you give somebody information and then they rephrase it like it was their own idea.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And it happens all the time to me.
I've made people realize a new pet peeve though. I call the souls and Hollow Knight milk,
Oh my god.
and that gets to people.
Oh my god. Yeah.
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 Okay.
Anyway, all right. So I think
Okay.
I'm ready.
Yeah,
So,
this is super fast lightning.
So, if it was the last day on Earth, what would you do and how would you spend it?
Do we know it's the last day on Earth?
Yeah, like is it a
Let's-
guaranteed?
Yeah, let's say
Do
it's
we know?
like yeah. Let's say it's like the final day.
Okay.
Honestly?
Am I going to another planet?
No.
Well, it's the last day
Last
on
day
Earth.
Yeah, why are you on another planet?
Well, what if we went to Mars?
No,
it
Kevin,
wouldn't be
it's
my
the
last day
end.
on Mars.
It's the end, Kevin.
So
it's
it's the end. Okay,
the
so I'm
end.
dying.
Yeah, you're good.
Everybody
Okay, I'm gonna
is, not
die.
you.
Yeah.
Everybody is like let's say
Everybody is.
Yeah.
Okay, so Earth is gonna die, and we're not
think of
on
it
Mars.
as like the premise of like Fallout 4, but no survivors.
Okay, all right.
Honestly, you're making me think I should just like lock my doors and stay inside because people are gonna go nuts. Like
Yeah.
maybe I should just turn on the TV, watch like a good movie or show, and just like pretend
Yeah.
nothing's happening.
I would play through all of Death Stranding.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've said mine before, and it would like be like a little bit crazy, but like I would just like take off all my clothes, just go in the streets, yell, "We're gonna die! We're gonna die!" Like. Look
Yep.
like a
See, this is
lunatic
why I
and,
said
like,
you stay in the house.
Yeah, no,
Because
but, like
Lucifer's talking about streaking.
I
We're
mean,
going streaking.
I'd streak if I had the chance to, but. Anyways, so
Yeah, there you go.
so what's the first thing you do either when you wake up or during the day that is not a routine, like one thing that you do that's kind of becoming like weird? For example, for me, I wake up, then I check my television instead of like my phone. If it's still turned on, if it's still like turned off.
At
Okay.
night before we go upstairs. No,
But
this
this is
isn't.
supposed
Oh,
to be
this is the
waking
morning.
up.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Before
Morning.
or after, I don't mind.
Okay. At night, I go, Kevin.
Yeah.
Is there a chance you left the heater on downstairs in the garage?
Yeah, she gets paranoid about the space heater because she doesn't want the house to burn.
Yeah. So, in your
I don't
opinion,
know.
what do you think is the worst invention ever?
Teletubbies.
Nice. I agree. I agree.
Like what the who was high enough to create that, and why does the sun have a I don't. None of it needs to happen.
Yeah.
None of it needed to have Teletubbies.
I think there's like an indie horror game based on Teletubbies.
Yeah, I mean, there has to be by now. I would create one if it didn't
Yeah.
exist.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't, get ready for the brand new Teletubbies horror game that Lucifer and I are gonna create.
Yeah. So what's your all-time favorite game to play? It's a comfort game actually, not like something you do on stream, like when you're like your alone time or like just wanting a game off stream. Like
Son of a
chill
witch.
game. Like a
Son
chill
of a
game.
witch.
Yeah.
Yep.
A chill game.
Son of a Witch is pretty good. Mine is actually SnowRunner
Nice.
or Mud Runner or that whole series. Like just
Nice.
I
yeah.
played Two Crowns too.
Two Crowns is a good one too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine would be either recently it's been Lego Fortnite, but like in general it's either like Disney Dreamlight Valley or maybe Civ 6, Civilization 6.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So what's the worst video game that's created in the world, like to you?
That's a tricky. That's a complex answer right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not Moria.
Of course.
No. Honestly, that's
Yeah.
that's a really
There's like a whole genre, right? I'd go after like anything that's like major PvP. I'd be like, I don't like those games.
well.
But there are games that like won't even open, and I don't know. Those games are pretty terrible.
I'm for ethical marketing, is what I'll call it. I guess that's what I'm gonna call it. So like, I am very much so EA, and Activision, Blizzard,
Capcom, are
Capcom recently has started this trend, which is really sad because, as I've already stated, 2 of my favorite games growing up have been Capcom titles.
Yeah.
But microtransactions.
Microtransactions, pay to win, skins, all of that stuff is very. I have a friend that's $20,000 in debt because of all of it.
Wow.
So fight me if you want on this one, but I have to admit, game developers have proven here recently that it's not a thing that has to exist. You use Baldur's Gate, Power World doesn't, as far as I know, have microtransactions. I haven't seen a single one yet.
Yeah.
You can build a great game and not use malicious marketing schemes to fund your little organization. So that's
how games were in the past. Like, I don't know what happened.
right. Remember the good old days when it was just like maybe you bought DLC and it was like the equivalent of the game, but in like maybe or half the game, but it was half the price. Like
maybe it was like Candy Crush and stuff like that. You know, like hey, you have no more lives left. Buy more lives.
Yeah, it started with the mobile games being like very targeted, and then it went to like even like Fortnite here recently. I'm not, it's a free game, so who am I? They got to make money somehow, but they make a lot of money. I recently heard a story of somebody's kid that went and sold their mom's credit card because they wanted $2,000 worth of skins. And that story made me kind of sad because it was like, first off, why do you keep your credit card somewhere where your kid can get it? Now you need to lock that up. That's terrible. It's probably I mean, it was a sad story because she didn't have that money, and it was a credit card, so like she went in debt to Fortnite, $2,000, and like there's nothing you could do about it. There's nothing she could do about it. So now she's just having to pay off her credit card, and that was it was a sad story. So like anything that has that type of marketing, I'm not a huge fan of. I know that that's kind of a global encompassing statement, but
yeah. So what's one thing you spend a lot of money on besides games?
Food.
Nice.
Potatoes, medicine.
My dog's medicine.
Yeah.
And food. Yeah.
So, if you were stranded on an island and you could take only 3 things with you, what would you take and why?
Can I leave Liz?
It's a question. It's a question to both of you. Like, you both are stranded on the island.
Oh, okay.
Or
So we're both stranded on
this
this
island.
island.
Just like live on an island forever. Like, what would you take?
A boat to send Liz away.
Here's the thing.
I'm just kidding.
I've thought
kidding.
about these,
I
and then
love
people
Liz.
don't
I'm
like my
just
answer
messing.
to this because I'm
Okay.
like, okay, a teleporter, and then
teleporter.
and then I don't need anything else, right?
Nice.
So just a
And-
teleporter.
Yeah, right.
I would like one portable teleporter that I can have in my hand
One
at any
charged, ready to go, fully functional.
always charged, never running out. Portable teleporter, please.
Yeah.
That way I could just walk off the island anytime I need to. Go to the grocery store, pick up the groceries, come right back.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So, what's one of your all-time favorite songs?
That's a hard one. I am a musician. I played
nice.
a lot of music. So I was in a lot of bands growing up. Actually, fun fact, somebody mentioned one of my bands on somebody else's channel one day. And I was like, holy crap, you knew who they were. And no, I'm not going to say who they were. Cause I don't but, I don't know. That's a hard one.
I don't have favorite songs, but I will say Queen anytime. Like, I will pull Queen up like it's nothing. Kevin doesn't like Queen. We won't talk about it. But we can shame him.
Miley Cyrus, Wrecking Ball.
Oh my God, no.
Anything.
That song is applicable to everything in life, period.
I agree. Anything by Kelly Clarkson for me, or Midnight City by M83.
Could you, like, okay, so you wake up in the morning, you're going to your fridge, and you're opening the door. Poof, I came in like a wrecking ball.
See,
like,
I'm
it's
thinking,
applicable.
Like don't stop. stop believing. Hold
Oh
on
no,
to
no.
Yeah.
More like Madonna's Frozen. When I open my fridge, it's like, give yourself to me. You're frozen.
There you go.
When your fridge wide open.
For the record, I wasn't a singer. I was definitely a guitar
Yeah.
player / violin / piano.
I mean, I wasn't
Yeah.
really singing, but it was
So.
just was fun.
Okay, so what's one of your all-time favorite movies?
I don't know.
Hook.
Okay.
I love Hook. I will
Nice.
watch Hook like it's gone. I know so much random information about Hook that nobody wants to know about. And I
Okay.
can't do it here, but there's so much intrigue. And it's, okay, maybe there's not that much
Okay,
intrigue.
well, yeah. So Hook for her? I don't know for me. That's a good question. I don't know.
Okay. So where do you see yourself in a few years from now?
I don't know. I have ADHD. I can't see the future like that.
You're not Raven Simone, you know, from That's So Raven.
I never watched that show.
I didn't either. I think I don't want to
Yeah.
age myself, but I think like honestly I was probably a little too old for that. But and my
Well,
parents didn't really like me watching those
Yeah,
kind of shows.
I was like in my teen years when this came
That's
out.
around where we
same,
were, though,
same,
to
right?
be
But
fair.
like I
Yeah.
grew up watching Cheers. Like as a kid,
Oh my
I
god.
watched
yeah.
Cheers.
She
Because,
had
like,
a weird childhood. She's
The-
deprived of
the
anything.
finale of Cheers was like the most watched finale of any series in the world. I remember.
Yeah, I know. See,
Yeah.
let me know. See?
Don't get that smug look off your face.
Yeah.
Listen. What was
Yeah.
the question? Hold on.
What's your all-time favorite movie?
Okay, yeah. I had something else that I wanted. I don't remember what it was now. It's all good.
It's
all,
fine. It's
Oh
fine.
no, we were talking about the future.
We're talking about
where
the
we wanna
future.
be
It's
in
the
a few
future.
years.
Yeah, it was
See,
where
I
we
don't know.
wanted to be.
ADHD. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, wait, was that the question? Because I,
just-
feel like I had an answer.
I think like
And Liz cut me off.
Yeah, I think there's like
Liz is
hope,
still cutting me off.
Kevin.
Liz is still cutting me.
I think there's like hopes for the future, right? Like
Yeah.
I hope that like we are like we have our own place and like that we really have like moved to a position where we feel comfortable with the income that we get from Twitch for it to be like a full career,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah. So if you weren't a gamer and if you were on Twitch, where would you be?
Dead.
Kevin.
What? I don't know. I don't actually know. Like, genuinely speaking, I can't fucking read. So reading isn't like a hobby of mine. I've never been able to read.
You don't need
I
to
could-
know how to read to do some stuff, you know.
Well, true.
Yeah.
So then I go to be a musician, and I was
Yeah.
never the best musician, and I realized this. There are way
mean-
better.
I mean, is Rebecca Black the best singer? It's Friday. Like, look at her now.
I mean, I would have gone into acting.
That song is a banger. What are you talking about?
I mean,
know.
I always wanted to go into acting, but like my parents told me, you know, that those kind of careers don't make sense. So I went into something more practical,
Yeah.
and my autoimmune disease was like, yeah, actually, hold up, wait a second. Yeah, I'm rubbing this.
Did you just?
Out of context. Okay.
She's trying to break my desk actively to try to get to this microphone. So I'm gonna move away from her for a few. She's
She's like, my precious.
She's in timeout right now. She's in timeout right now. You sit over there and let me answer this question. So where would I see myself? I was in the military. I got medically discharged from the military because of a bum ankle. They did a botched surgery, and so like my mobility isn't like perfect by any means nowadays. So, with that said, I don't know. I can't imagine actually a world without gaming. Like I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where I'd be. It's kind of tough to imagine.
Yeah. So, tell us one embarrassing moment and one funny moment that you can't forget off stream. Anything.
Huh. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Embarrassing moment. Embarrassing. I don't know if I have any. I don't typically like. Okay, to be fair, Liz is what? Do you have an embarrassing moment for me? For me, Liz.
No, it's just not fair.
Because I don't get embarrassed. Like it's so
Yeah.
I failed a lot in school. I don't know if that's embarrassing. It was just traumatizing for me. I don't know. I don't really have I don't get embarrassed very often. Life is kind of a humor to me. Life is a joke. Not that life is a joke, but like the moving forward in life, if you don't find the funny moments in everything, then you're going to be sad. So I don't know. I don't think I've ever really been truly embarrassed by anything because I typically laugh things off. Anger is probably the only emotion that I hold on to, like as far as like frustration and anger. But as far as like anything embarrassing happening to me, I can't think of anything.
Yeah. So what would you do with $500,000?
Easy. I would get a place of my own and take Liz with me, obviously, and we would have a lot of pizza rolls.
Nice. If you could go back in time, what choice would you not have done or made?
Gotten married.
No, you have to say that differently because honestly, people don't know that we're not married.
Oh yeah, Liz and I are not married.
Just
to be fair. Yeah, just to clarify. No. I've been married once before. I went through a divorce, and yeah, I wouldn't have gotten married to her.
I think
That's
I know that somehow, some way. I don't know.
yeah. She found some guy in Korea.
I mean, like, for me, though, like, I don't think I would go back and change things because it's like a sticky topic for me because, like, I got diagnosed with an autoimmune disease and, like, I feel like there's a lot of things that I would want to change and I don't think I have control over them.
Yeah. So what's one big red flag you can't handle in a person?
Possessive?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say, my new one is probably possessive. Especially given the Twitch streamer that we talked about a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Possessive is the thing that shouldn't is a red flag.
That one we did. What's one thing you wish Twitch would implement, change, or remove, and why?
Ooh, I wish that they would make sure that you knew what connections you'd made with people. So like all of the friends that you shared in common with somebody that you followed, that it would just show up on the bottom so you would automatically know like how you know that person.
Oh yeah. If your life was ever to either be a song or a video game, what would you name it and why? Or what would it be named?
Oh,
yeah, it's your turn.
It's
Both of
okay.
them. Yeah.
Liz looked at me like, because I was gonna say I'd get rid of the Partner Plus program and give everybody 80-30 split or 80-20 split.
Yeah, I can't talk on the financial
so
aspects
but getting over it with Kevin.
Nice.
That's a good one. That would be mine.
Mine would be like almost like a version of like wobbly life because I'm so clumsy anyway. They'd be like, what did you run into this time?
It would be try to not fall up the stairs simulator. 2024.
2024, don't fall up the stairs.
Don't fall up the stairs simulator 2024 would be Liz's.
Yeah.
Don't bang into the cabinets.
Yeah. Don't run your head into random objects. Don't keep getting bruises on everything so that I've genuinely thought to myself, you're so clumsy. I feel like the doctor one day is going to be like, are you okay? Is he abusing you? Which I would never hit or hurt anybody. But she has so many bruises. She'll come in and she'll go, I don't know how I got this bruise on my leg. It's like the size of a freaking grapefruit. And I'm like, how do you not know where you got this? And she's like, I don't know where I got this. It just appeared all of a sudden. I don't know. I got nothing.
Okay, so coffee, tea, or hot chocolate? What would you pick?
Ooh, hot chocolate every time.
Coffee.
Nice. Soda, juice, or sparkling? drinks?
Oh, yeah.
I love sparkling grape
Yeah,
juice.
I'm gonna go sparkling. Sparkling juices.
Nice. So if you had one special superpower, what would it be and why? And how would you use it?
Flying.
Yeah, flying. Absolutely. I would
Because
want it.
I have Peter Pan problems, and Hook
Nice.
is my favorite
The
show.
ability to turn into a fluffy dragon.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Mine would probably be teleportation.
You know, and that's a more sensible like thing. Like
Yeah, but
like,
I wanna
what-
turn into a
but I
fluffy
wanna
dragon.
fly.
I want people to snuggle with me
Nice.
while I blow fire on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you could choose where you'd be born, what country could you pick or why?
Liz is Korea and she doesn't know it. So I'll just answer her for me, I don't know. I Canada. I think I align more with Canada than I do the United States.
Interesting. Mine would probably be Ireland.
Oh, Ireland's pretty too.
I'd go for the UK though, like strictly because
She'd be South Korea.
Cause medical, medical.
South Korea.
Just, okay.
Okay, South Korea.
Nice. So who's your all-time celebrity crush?
He's dead. His name's Alan Rickman.
Aww. R.I.P. I know him.
I know.
Professor Snape.
Who's mine?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. I got
Oh
nothing.
wait. Zoe Deschanel, right?
Deschanel,
Zoe
yeah.
Deschanel. Hell yeah.
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 Mine would be Charlie Puth, and like female-wise, Kat Dennings.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. So since the new year has been here for like over a month now, what are some of your plans for 2024?
Okay, this is gonna sound ridiculous, right? But I think that we could maybe accomplish it. I think we could accomplish it if we put our head to it. But I'd like to be partnered on Twitch.
Nice. So if you had the chance to switch lives with one celebrity from today that's alive, who would you pick and why?
Kanye West, just because I want to understand.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god.
I just want to know what it feels like to be Kanye for a day.
Please.
I wouldn't want to stay in that mind though. I would go obviously insane, but at the same time, I would like to be there. I'd like to be there.
Okay, so like if I were to do it right, I'd probably want to switch with Jim Carrey, but like he's going through a lot, so I don't know. It doesn't matter. I like Jim Carrey. I would switch with him.
Oh my god.
I say
really just wanna
Kanye
hang
just
out
kind of
with
more
him.
ironically.
I just want to hang out with him, really.
Please, Kanye not, please.
Like I just want to know what's it take to get there? You know what I mean? What's it take to be? Yeah, I think.
Ooh, Jack Black. Never mind.
Oh,
I take
Jack
back
Black.
Jack Black.
I would want to be Jack Black. Yeah, Jack Black.
Yeah.
I take it all back. I don't want to know what it feels like to be Kanye because that would be weird.
Yeah.
I want to actually be Jack Black.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's fun.
He is fun.
Yeah, I want to be Jack
Nice.
Black, please.
Nice. So the last question of this segment is, if you would own and run a streaming platform, what would you allow and what would you disallow?
Oh, obviously any hate speech of any nature.
Nice.
That goes for sexism, racism,
Nice.
ableism.
Ableism.
I thought that's how you said it, but I wasn't 100% sure. And whatever other, just discrimination of any nature. I don't tolerate. I don't like it.
Nice.
So that's what. Other than that, I don't care. I don't really, you know.
All right. So now we're gonna hop into like a quick mini game. So
Okay.
I added a fun little game to play before we get intense and serious on the mental health in the next segment. In this mini game, I will name a set of 3 games each time. You will have to tell me which one you'd play, delete from existence, or uninstall.
Okay. All right, I'm ready.
Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, Battlefield.
I'm uninstalling all of it.
Yeah, uninstalling all of them.
Probably I would delete Call of Duty. Uninstall means like play once, then uninstall.
Okay.
Oh, then I'm deleting them.
Okay, so I would delete Call of Duty. I would. Okay, it's play, uninstall, delete. Okay. Okay.
I would delete
I'm gonna
all of them as well. So
I would probably delete all of them. I don't know. I had a lot of fun with Battlefield 2. The original Battlefield 2. Like years ago. Years ago.
okay. So Apex, PUBG, or Valorant.
None.
Delete.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
Doom, Quake, or Diablo.
Okay, which Diablo?
All of them. When I name one game, it means all of the
Okay,
franchise.
all right. So we're
Okay,
encompassing.
I would play Doom. I
I
would play
would-
Doom.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what the second one was, but so I'd probably not play it at all.
Doom, Quake, or
Diablo.
I don't know Quake, so
You
I
don't know
can't comment
Quake?
on that. Diablo, I never played the series. I might play like the earlier ones.
I'm a fan of the third and fourth ones.
I have to admit, I don't know. I would play. They're actually all pretty good games. I don't know. I don't think I would. I have in fact played all of them. If I had to uninstall and delete though, I'd probably delete Quake. I would uninstall Doom, and I think I'd play Diablo. There we go.
Nice.
Final.
So Phasmophobia, Demonologist, or Ghost Watchers.
Oh, Demonologist will never be installed. Period. So Phasmophobia will be played. What was the last one?
Ghost Watchers.
Ghost
would
Watchers?
Also be uninstalled.
Hold on. Let me confirm that I know what. Hold on,
Oh, you
real
do
quick.
know
I'm
what
sorry.
That one is.
Ghost Watchers. Is it the one? This is the one that made me motion sick.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. What is this one?
The one that made you motion sick was called.
No, this was it. This was it. Yes, it was. Yes, it was, Liz. So I'm gonna go with Demonologist will never be in. Huh?
It was so below that made you.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
go.
Anyway.
Oh, go. Yeah. No, Ghost Watchers. Okay. Fair enough. Phasmophobia. I'm gonna go with Demonologist, delete, and refund. Ghost Watchers would be an uninstall, and then Phasmophobia would be play. I still play it today.
So the delete means like it's deleted from everywhere, like it doesn't exist
Yeah.
anymore. Yeah.
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 So
That's what I'm gonna go with.
Pokemon, Pal World, or Temtem.
Ooh, I haven't played Temtem yet. I have to delete one. Okay, hold on. I'll delete Temtem. I'm sorry, I haven't
don't
played
mind.
you yet.
I side with you on that.
And then I'm gonna have to uninstall Power World
No, play
because
it
I like.
once, play it once and uninstall. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I'm gonna go with. That I'm gonna go uninstall, and then I'm gonna go with. It's Pokemon. I like
See,
to
I'd
play.
switch with you on that because I think the last Pokemon game that they put out was a little bit like not
I
not
haven't
cooked
played
well
it, so I
enough.
can't actually.
Scared and
didn't
violent. Scared and
they
violent.
didn't cook
I
it
call
well.
them, yeah. Scarlet
Yeah.
and Violet, so I call them scared and violent.
Yeah,
There you
they
go.
didn't cook it enough.
They didn't cook it enough. It wasn't in the oven, but I'd still play it.
Yeah.
So.
So The Sims, Disney Dreamlight Valley, and Palia or Palia.
Okay,
mean,
I would
yeah.
delete Dreamlight Valley. I like Disney. I just don't want to play Disney in reskin. I just don't.
Yeah.
Palia, I would probably.
Delete for me.
I'd probably play it once. I'd uninstall it, and I would keep.
The Sims.
What was the other? Yeah, The Sims.
I like The Sims. Yeah. I know the EA is a terrible corporation,
I
but
know.
I like The Sims.
Yeah.
So.
So Visage, Madison, or Five Nights at Freddy's? Which one would you?
Visage would probably be my play. I would probably uninstall Five Nights at Freddy's, and that leaves the last one at delete.
I mean, do you agree with me that Five Nights at Freddy's sounds like a porno movie? Like
I agree with that.
People
Yes.
have turned it into
Five Nights
porn,
in
and it
Freddy.
creeps me out.
At Freddy's, no. Five nights, two guys, one nacho and one cake. Anything can happen.
Yeah, get your party going.
I
Take
mean,
the
when you
clothes
think about
off.
it, like people will talk about like getting inside them, and I'm like, okay.
Well, yeah, see, that's the thing. That's the thing. They're animatronics that want you inside of them. So, like,
Yeah.
it's a pretty easy sell for the porn industry, I think.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I agree.
now we are gonna like stay in the horror genre with Dead Island, Left 4 Dead, and Dying Light.
Okay, Left 4 Dead is gone. Done. Delete. Bomb. Boom.
Okay.
And then I'll put Dead Island. Dead Island 2 is pretty good. I haven't played it,
love
but
both
it
of
looks.
them.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that on my play. And what was the last one?
Hold on.
Left 4 Dead?
Before we go forth, you played Dead Island 1, right?
Yes.
I love Sveti. Oh, you like Sveti, baby? Come, let's party and bring some vodka, not the cheap shit.
I wish I could do that accent. I can't do that
You
accent.
like Sveti, baby?
You'll sound French. Just watch. I
Me?
know what you do.
Oh,
No,
we,
him.
No, me.
we.
He will if he
I
tries
can't
to
do
it.
accents. I can't.
Well, I can't
can't
do
do
accent, and that's the best I can do. So,
It was good. It was good.
last
Yeah,
one
whatever.
was Dying Light.
Yeah, I mean, since I have to do uninstall, I'm gonna go with uninstall on that one. But I haven't really given it a fair shot, so I don't know.
I love the first one. I would definitely give it an uninstall because I played the first one time, which means like the whole game one time.
Yeah.
And then like never touch the second one because it doesn't have guns. It's just melee weapons or something.
Yeah, I
Everybody's
heard
saying
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Star Wars, Starfield, Mass Effect.
Okay,
I don't
because Mass Effect was so story driven. Is this like the Star Wars like Battlefront, or is this Star Wars just in general? Because technically speaking, the like what is it? Knights of the Old Republic was a really freaking good one. That's kind of a tough one. I'm gonna say because what was the last one? So there's
Star Wars, Starfield, Mass Effect.
okay, Starfield. Can I ask you what your opinion of Starfield is first?
Me or
Is that
Liz?
allowed? You.
Uh,
Liz walked out. I don't know where Liz went.
Starfield is like a wannabe game to me. It's just like, it's good, but it's like trying so much to be that bitch.
Yeah. Can I have you ever heard of the X series?
XCOM?
No. Do you have the Google readily available?
Yeah.
Okay, could you look up X4 for me? And can we revise Star Wars to be X4?
game?
Yeah.
Oh,
look
I've
up
Never heard of
X
it. No.
X4 Foundations.
X4
Look up X4
Foundations,
Foundations.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I got.
I wanna revise this because I think that this is a game that is so underrated. More people need to know about this game, so I'm gonna do a shameless plug for EgoSoft here. X4 Foundations, X3 was a phenomenal game, X2 was a phenomenal game. This series has been going on for years, and so very few gamers know about it. I will go ahead and replace Star Wars because it's kind of close to the overall aesthetic and sort of the idea of Star Wars, which is where like you're sort of like you're a go-getter. You can do whatever you want. It's a giant simulation of space.
I think it's more like Star Trek.
It's so freaking cool. Anyway, so X4, X series in general, I'm gonna put on my playlist because that game does not get enough love. And out of the 3 games that you listed, I think that it probably would take the place of Star Wars. And then I'm gonna put Mass Effect at uninstall, and then Starfield, I'm gonna go with delete just because I think that everything that it tried to be, honestly, was X4, but failed on every level. Minus there's no first person shooter in X4.
I mean, I
but-
agree with you on that,
Interesting.
but I just think of Bethesda. Like, I think that Starfield is a reskin Bethesda. Like, it's the same thing. It's the same game.
Bethesda is the company.
I
You mean
know.
Skyrim?
No, like it's
Just in general, Bethesda as a whole.
Like, I look at it and I go, "That's Bethesda,"
Yep.
Yeah.
you know?
So,
Yeah.
Alien,
I urge you to go find X4, by the way.
I will. I will.
Good.
So, Alien Isolation, Resident Evil, or The Evil Within?
God, Resident Evil growing up was one of those games. You know what I mean? Like, it was one of those. So I'm going to go ahead and say, because of its nostalgia for me, play Resident Evil, uninstall Alien Isolation. What was the last one?
Evil Within.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really played it, so I'll delete that one.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be harmed by that.
Okay, so Cyberpunk 2077, GTA, and Saints Row.
Oh no, you brought up Saints Row.
I love Saints Row. I love.
I'm gonna I'm gonna have to say play.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to say play on Saints Row. The newest one is a tragedy as far as I've
I love
heard.
the newest one actually.
Is it good? Is it good?
It is. It is decent. It is decent. I don't know why everybody's hating on it. It's like goofy and fun and like more mature.
I'm gonna okay. So I'm gonna okay. So I'm play Saints Row. I freaking love the Saints Row series. There's a special place in my heart for that. Specifically Saints Row 2. But anywho, Saints Row is a play. Uninstall Grand Theft Auto. I like the game, but I would, play through it once and you're done. And once again, my Cyberpunk I've never played, so delete and it won't hurt me.
So Destiny, Starbound, Warframe.
Uninstall, delete. I don't. None of them. Delete them all. I don't really care. I haven't played any of them.
Okay.
I've heard that Destiny's good. So if anything, I should probably give Destiny a shot. So I'll say play on Destiny, and the other two could just get deleted, and I don't think I would miss them.
The other two can fuck off. Table flip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna ask you like about genres. So I grouped like the horror into one genre, three.
Okay.
Divided them: survival horror, slashers, and paranormal. Which one would you play? Which one would you?
I am obsessed with this new level of immersion when it comes to like the paranormal games. So if it continues to keep going down that that little hole that it's going into, I would play. But you know what? Horror survival games themselves, though. Survival, not necessarily of the horror genre, but survival game. That's my go-to. So I'm gonna go ahead and say survival is play. Uninstall is gonna be paranormal, and then
slashers. Like
slashers.
Slashers.
Zombies. For some reason, I put like DVD into that category. I'm not a DVDer.
Oh no. There is a question for DVD in the end. So.
Oh no. So I can't wait to get. Okay, I guess I'll uninstall slashers though. Well, I think that's where I'm at.
I would only keep
delete
slashers. I would like delete paranormal, and I would like uninstall or like play once and then just never play again.
There you
survivals. So action, which is like all of like Max Payne and then those shooters, which are like Call of Duty and those games, and adventure, which falls into everything else category, like Assassin's Creed and open world and those.
Okay, so once again, survival games like Sunken Land, The Front, so on and so forth. Those are very action, adventure. They're more adventure than action. So I'm gonna go with adventure.
Like action, I group here by like Far Cry, like what's it called? Payday.
God, so you're listing some bangers for those though.
In one.
Because Max Payne. Oh.
I am playing Max Payne 3. Like I'm like almost at the end of it. Recently on stream, so I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
I love that game.
I think though for most action games, you play them once and you sort of step away from them. So I'm gonna go with adventure because I'm thinking also of like Breath of the Wild. I've gone back to Breath of the Wild multiple times. I haven't played the new one just because it's expensive, but so I'm gonna go with adventure for my play. I'm gonna go with uninstall for the action, and I'm gonna go with delete for the last one.
So the final question here is Dead by Daylight, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Evil Dead the game.
Okay, hold on. Let me look up Evil Dead real quick.
Evil
because
Dead.
let me just hold on a second. So it is my actual okay.
I would delete, like annihilate completely, like out of existence. Dead by Daylight. I would like annihilate it. I would play Evil Dead the game and uninstall TCM. Not even play. Just get it and then uninstall it.
I want to look up. I'm gonna look up.
Highly recommend
Texas
Evil Dead the game.
So I'm gonna look up Texas Chainsaw Massacre real quick because I can't support any of these.
It's a wannabe DVD. actually.
I'm gonna delete all of them.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. This is the Evil Dead doesn't look bad. It's sitting at mixed reviews. I have not seen enough of Evil Dead to really give like. So what would I miss it? No.
I would.
It reminds me of the movies.
I'm
but, you know.
I'm at. I don't want you to miss it though. This is kind of where the divisive subject of gaming comes into play for me, because I'm looking at I'm looking at this and it's like, what do we got? 2, 9, 20. So we have what, $60 worth of DLC just within Evil Dead itself,
Wow.
and skins.
I got
like
it for free off of Epic when it went free, so
yeah. So I'm looking at the classic bundle $9.99, the Army of Darkness Medieval $7.99. We got the Hail to the King bundle $9.99. I can't abide or break my sort of.
it's
I mean,
okay.
yeah.
We can live with
I'm gonna
that.
have to
It's
go
okay.
with delete with all, but I would want to keep Evil Dead for you. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go with uninstall for Evil Dead just because of
It's
you.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So now we're gonna go into like more of a serious segment. In this segment, we will be talking about mental health and some sensitive subjects. I apologize in advance for any heavy or triggering terms that might be used, or like depictions of like, I don't know, something very grave. Mental health is not an easy topic to talk about. So today we're gonna discuss something either personal or mental health wise with my guests. My guest's journey has had a lot of this happen, so I'm going to say this again, please. Some subjects might seem triggering or heavy, so be well aware as you listen, and feel free to either skip or dip out on the segment if you feel uncomfortable about some subjects. This also applies to future episodes too, so listen at your own risk or will. So you, Liz, you've told me like you're big on mental health, and there's been something that you told me as well that like happened to Kebby. I don't know if like Kebby's okay speaking about that. Like, let me go back and check. It's.
Oh, I'm okay with talking about it.
You
Yeah.
talked about it.
I talked about it multiple times.
Yeah. You've had a lot of family members diagnosed with schizophrenia, depression,
That's my
anxiety.
family.
That
Oh.
would be Liz's family. So
Oh.
Liz's family has
Yeah.
schizophrenia. Mine's mostly
Oh,
just
yeah.
depression and
Depression
alcoholism.
and ADHD, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want
So-
to talk about like how this impacted you and everything, I assume, yeah.
Well, obviously, from the start of the conversation, or the podcast here, I think that I've sort of, I like to call it, how do I put this? So,
What?
hold on, I'm trying to think. Hold on. Robin Williams syndrome. That's what I like to call
Robin
it. I had to think
Williams.
about. Yeah, I was calling him Rob for a second. I was like Rob Williams, and then like in my brain couldn't
It's
come up with
okay.
the name.
Could have said Mrs. Doubtfire, for example. I would have helped you.
I looked at Liz and I went Hook, actor in Hook, Robin Williams syndrome. So I want to make this perfectly clear. I will never take or even attempt to take my own life. My cousin actually did that. And was successful at it. So, with that being said, I do urge anybody and everybody in the United States, we have a number. It's 988. It's the suicide prevention hotline.
It's 988. Yeah.
Yep, 988. So if you guys ever do feel like you are in a place where you can't pull yourself out, please go and get yourself talk to somebody. Just talk to somebody, anybody, because it does it gives. Not that your plight isn't you need to go and find some help. There's always a tomorrow, and it might not get better, but it can be easier if you have somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
And easing that pain is always it's worth it, I promise.
Yeah.
With that said, I like to give myself the diagnosis of Robin Williams, where I joke around a lot. I laugh. Like I said earlier, there's not a lot of things that I necessarily feel like, you know, I don't easily get embarrassed by things. That's because, like I said, life, it's not a joke. Life isn't a joke. I want to make that perfectly clear. But I live life as if every moment is sort of a joke. It's a comedy. It's a tragic comedy. Even going through divorce and struggle and massive spikes of depression, having a father that was not necessarily always there for me. And also, you know, like my stepdad actually has told me that my childhood was traumatizing, more so than I even believe. So I you know, it's interesting to have heard that from his perspective, from an outside source, because I didn't really think of it as that traumatizing. But then when I really got older and I started thinking more and more about it, I was like, yeah, you know what, my childhood was pretty scuffed. But I've always kind of laughed through it. And I've always made jokes, and everybody that's ever met me thinks, oh yeah, this guy right here, seems like he has his life together. Seems like he's, you know, he's got a good heart and a good place. And typically I care more about others than I do even myself for the most part. Yeah, I think what I have learned though, just throughout my lifetime is depending on how hard the struggle is, there is a tomorrow, and it's always worth continuing just to see what it is. I'm intrigued by what it brings, and if you lose that intrigue, then you need to find something to keep you motivated to keep going. And I gotta admit, moving on to Twitch has there was a time where I was just sort of like a recluse, and I didn't really talk to anybody except for Liz. And everybody needs to have somebody or something else that keeps you going every day, and Twitch has thankfully been sort of like my little safe haven now, which is why when things get disruptive in it really tears me to a different level. But yeah, it's life can be hard. You know, life is hard. It seems like I'm all happy and jolly, I'm all goofy on stream, but in reality, at the end of the day, I lay down on my pillow and I think a lot of dark things.
Same here.
And then it's for some reason when it's the quietest, my voice is, or my brain is the loudest. But we keep a TV on for that. I listen to certain things while I fall asleep.
Same here. For a reason, I like to put up like my favorite YouTuber. He's like my idol. Call me Kevin. So if I don't hear his voice, I cannot sleep. I don't care how chaotic it is, how like impulsive he is. It just makes me feel like calm. I don't know. Like I fall asleep. I just put up his content, whether it's a long VOD, whether it's like different videos. And my Twitch algorithm always like suggests this or the React channel, if you know them. Fine Brothers Entertainment, FBE.
I think I do.
Yeah. They do like React, like challenges where like they try out foods and like try not to eat, and those like try not to. I put these a lot as well, and these seem to help me. At some point, I got to a place last year where I'm useless. I don't like feel like I belong here. Like I kept tearing myself down a lot, but up until September, when I'm like pull myself together and I'm like I'm gonna like just enjoy what I have right now. I'm gonna like focus more on myself. Self-love, it'll come when it comes, because my mom is like actually now working on like her American ID and stuff, so it'll come whenever it comes. There's a time for that, so I stopped just tearing myself down, because what added to that is one of like my best friend. He is a singer. He mostly helped me with all of my songs so far, like singing wise, but recently he's been like pushing me away. Like every time I ask him like, can we collab, can we do this, he's like finds excuses until like it turned into a huge ass fight, as it always kind of turns into lately. The last like 4 years, I've known him for like 7. Um, so I found out lately that he told me, like he sent a message I haven't read for like a month or two. That he told me that you don't make songs for me, like beats that I want. That's why I'm like, I don't have the capabilities for that, and like yeah, he kept on like trying to tear me down at some points, and he knows that I don't have the capability. That added to the toll. So I told him like, you're either with me on this or we're gonna part ways, because it's not the first time, not the fourth time, not the fifth time. So that added to everything. But being on Twitch just helped me out. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that's good. I think,
Um,
yeah.
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 So Liz, now you told
Yeah.
me that your family members have been diagnosed with schizophrenia, depression, anxiety, and you have ADHD as well yourself, depression and anxiety as well. So I want to dabble more into the schizophrenia part, since I'm going to be talking a lot, like vaguely, more about depression and anxiety and ADHD and those on other episodes. But I
Yeah.
don't think schizophrenia is like a subject that everybody would choose. So can you tell me more about like that experience on your life with it? Like,
So I haven't gotten a chance to meet any of those family members, but I can still talk about it because it is a big part. It's actually on both sides of my family, ironically.
yeah.
But which is like part of the reason that I watch out for like certain things, because you just have to be more careful. Because schizophrenia is it's a hard switch, meaning like there has to be an environmental factor that switches on schizophrenia, and it's usually substance abuse. It's usually marijuana. It's not something everyone should be concerned about, but it is something that is very entrenched in my family. And everyone that has been diagnosed has completed suicide. So, and they did it in like some of them are fairly gruesome ways. One of them went into the basement, he lit himself on fire, and he locked the door. And I know these like things, and I keep them in mind because that's not like the only struggle that you have to worry about. Recently, they've said schizophrenia shares some of the same genetic codes, like in your genetic coding, as autoimmune diseases. And I was like, oh, well, I already have an autoimmune disease. Should I be worried? And they're like, no, I mean, should have hit you by now, but also you should be kind of worried that you'll have some of the same potential things to look out for. So it is concerning on some levels that I have to pay attention to things. And I do get some of the more depressed side effects that people get from schizophrenia. For sure. I mean, ADHD shares a lot of the same genetic markers as schizophrenia as well, in case anyone wants to know that.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Now, to say like they share like some of them does not mean that you are absolutely going to get it, right? Because we don't really know that much about the brain, like when it comes to, everything. But yeah, I mean, there's all of them, all of the people that are in the family. It's something I have to pay attention to, especially the fact that they've completed suicide, because it means that I'm at higher risk for that as well. Not just getting schizophrenia, but also potentially that I don't value life the same way that some other people do. I may not have a problem doing the same thing.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna keep you, or let's not say hostage, but like keep you here for longer, because kind of time is over. But thank you guys so much for being on the show. I appreciate that, and sorry if I maybe the last part was I felt you were kind of uncomfortable, or it might be I know, I understand it's hurtful to talk about it, but I apologize.
It's something that we have to keep in a conversation.
Actually, it made me think of, and I know you have to go, but
it's fine.
Having MS, when I got diagnosed, I grew up, my parents kind of like made me feel like you could do anything, you could have anything, and I had a very entitled like sense of self that like I didn't deserve to be sick, I didn't deserve to have these things happen to me. And when it did, I spent about 5 years thinking about like what the rest of my life is like now that everything's been taken away from me. And that seems really like mean to think that way, but I literally thought, I was like, well, I have the right to be sick. I have the right to be healthy. I have the right to be like, why can't I be the same as the rest of my family? And my family hasn't been like super supportive. My mom actually told one of my doctors that she thought that I forced my eye inwards and I was seeing double on purpose because I wanted attention.
Oh, wow.
So it's a lot for me to think of. And I have met people on Twitch that like they have autoimmune diseases and they can be like, oh, you know what, I get that. And so that's been a really good community, but like it's not been easy for sure.
Yeah, I understand that. But thank you guys anyways for being here. That was a very fun episode to record. Any last words you want to say?
It's an honor talking to you and being part of it. I appreciate you.
I really appreciate you. Like guys, ever as I said, ever since I met both of them, it's been a blast, like knowing them. There's no toxicity. It's always like shits and giggles, like laughters in their stream and in his stream actually. But there's always this like goofy like misunderstandings that like, oh my god, Liz did this, oh my god, that's funny to just like witness. That's the fun of it all. Yeah, Liz, get down, don't go there. Like those random things that happen like makes me laugh so hard. So if you're in on those giggles, follow WhoKnowzYo. It's like the name of the podcast. WhoKnowzYo, that's his handle on Twitch. So I recommend his channel. And I'll see you guys around in the next episode. Bye.